Oh, my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. Oh, my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. To become a leader is not very easy. To become a man is not a day job. Everybody's ambition is to become a leader and to become a rich man. That is the struggle. So my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. So my daughter, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen. To become a man is not a day job. To become a leader is not very easy. Everybody's ambition is to become a leader and to become a rich man. That is the struggle. So my son, you should be ready to lay good foundation. Earlier the better. In the nearest future, you could be one of the leaders. So we pray. Amen.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lily of the body, you are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of today, you are the pillar. Chickadee, you are the pillar. Daddy, you are the pillar that holds my life. Lion of Judah,
you are the pillar that holds my life.
walking the way.
You are the pillar that holds my life.
Hey, yeah.
Master Jesus, you are the pillar that holds
You
my
are,
life.
you are the
Master
pillar.
Jesus, you are the pillar that holds my life.
I said, Jesus, unibu kalabati sinduwe. Nibu kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biembe, nibu kalabao. Nibu kwa kalabano. Nibu kwa kalabati sinduwe. Ojo biombi ko nibu kwa kalaba. Chikadije nibu kwa kalabao. Nibu kwa kalabati sinduwe.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. You know, how you guys doing? Is another day, Wednesday, 25th, 21st, sorry, June 2023. How are they, my people? It's good to be back again. We are here to give you the live update, what is currently going on in court. Help us to like and share, and let's do this together, my people. I appreciate you all. Let me quickly go to the comment section to acknowledge my family right there before we move on. I guess everybody is doing well. Let's do this together quickly. I guess everyone can hear me as well. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, good afternoon to you, Mommy. Thanks for joining. All right. Thank you very much, my people. It's good to be back here again. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I guess you guys got that video right. The message we're trying to pass there is that the way things is going right now is getting tougher. We should say it how it is. It's getting tougher. As you all can see that Tinubu though they sack and employ, they put in own people, they fix all of them in different places. Remember, he retired so many judges the other day. He retired defense staff, retire so many people. What is good is good. You have something as a backup. That's why we are talking the way we're talking right now. These people, they have used the judiciary to please themselves, you know, to gain power. If you can hear, you hear within Chief Justice, a whole Chief Justice saying, if politicians can leave us alone, make we do our job. That means a lot. That sends a lot of message, you know. So, but meanwhile, before I start passing what is happening today to you guys, I would like to post out a link. I want you guys to join me. Maybe one or two persons might have what to say on what I've presented so far. But on the comment section, I can see more people joining us. We have Blessing, we have BTV Niger, Amos, Ace, thanks for joining us. Juliet, Holland, thank you. Logie, Ellen, thank you. Samson, Amori, God bless you all my people. Black Voices TV, Google Best, thank you. Chukwuamak, Chukunoso, Shukolo, thank you. I might not pronounce your name properly. Pardon me, man. All right, I appreciate you all, my good people. So I'd like us to do this together. I'm going to post out a link. Use the link to join us here. All right. Thank you, my people. So I'm posting out a link right now. As you know, in the afternoon like this, we don't normally have traffic, so that's fine. You can make use of the link. Come here. Let's take the live updates together. You know, I appreciate every one of you. Okay. But meanwhile, Labour Party have been asked to present proof of the subpoena they submitted to INEC. Let us listen to this video quickly. Let's listen to this video. Maybe you got, because I'm a bit worried over this proof that the court is asking Labour Party. I'm a bit worried. I don't know. Yeah, Prince Akwashi, thank you very much, sir. Please, but I can't see your face now. Your hand at the CEO. Prince Akwashi, I can't see your face, sir. Okay, you are sorting things out. Okay. All right, now I can see you, sir. That's fine. Either you awfully going on right now. As you all can see, before we go to the Twitter stuff, you all are aware that Bigate came to Nigeria a couple of days ago with Dangote. The Bigate and Dangote, they went to see Tinubu in Aso Rock. So what they came to discuss, you know, I'm surprised how they want to reduce the functions of Christianity. I don't know if you guys are already aware. You know, we talk about this then. Some people were thinking, oh, what are you talking about when we talk about when we're opposing Muslim tickets? You know, so but I would like us to listen to an expert. I don't want it to look like you know, whatever, like I said, whatever we say here, you know, we back it up with an evidence. Before I'll get more information from my correspondents, but I would like us to quickly listen to this. It's very, very important.
Their human capital. So this is not just hearsay or conspiracy theory. I am inside because I go to United Nations. I know what is happening. Now, they are coming with this bill, and this bill obviously is being sponsored from abroad. So you have a council in Abuja where they will not prescribe a syllabus, and that syllabus will contain LGBT and all that. You contain masturbation, because they are targeting our young people who are in school so that to destroy them. You know that South Africa has gone. South Africa in this matter, when I say it's gone, means that South Africa has legalized LGBT, transgender, and all that. And the United Nations is also involved, United States, and all that. Kamala Harris, Vice President of the United States, has been going around 10 African countries. They want to legalize LGBT. Now they are tackling Uganda for the legalizing the LGBT. What we are saying is that we are different. Each country should grow with its own values. We are different. They should leave us alone. We have our culture, we have our own values. We can't interfere in the way they run their country. They should not interfere in the way we make our laws. You are talking about the 10th Assembly and that they should be very careful. Yes, we think they should not only that they should not be rubber stamps, National Assembly, but also they should be wary of the kind of laws that they pass to make good laws for the people of this country. No? People are suffering in this country. Okay, right now, people can hardly eat and all that. So what we need is good governance. We don't need all these laws that have to do with LGBT and all that. What is all this for? People are hungry, people are tired. They need medical attention, okay? So if these people are abroad, if they want our own good, they should build hospitals. They should take care of our roads, electricity and all that. Or they should, give scholarship for education. But they should not be putting pressure on us to legalize all these things. That's where I'm coming from, because I know. I've been in this for so many years, so I know what is happening. When you were in school, probably you had very good textbooks like Things Fall Apart, Macbeth. Now they have all changed them. Now what they are changing them is sex-related things, you know? They don't have cartoons for babies, children that are under 5 years. What is all this? Now this council is coming, and they are saying they are going to establish a council in Abuja that's going to recommend syllabuses. You know, Christian denominations are different. I'm a Catholic. I'm not going to accept things that is not Catholic. You have Anglican Church, you have Redeemed, you have different churches. So how will a council in Abuja now recommend syllabuses to the seminaries and churches and schools of this people? It is a violation of human rights. As a lawyer, I'm saying that this is not acceptable, and that bill should be dismissed because it lacks merit. They are going to meet in Abuja next week. The people who are sponsoring the bill, they are going ahead because they had a Zoom meeting, and we told them, look, this bill is not acceptable because it's violation of people's rights, okay? Because I have a right to worship the way I like. You cannot tell me now, okay, start worshiping this way. Don't clap your hand, don't shout. No, it's my right. I know if I do anything against the law, arrest me and all that. But don't tell me how to worship, because this is practice that is central to every human being. The right to freedom of, like rightly said, of conscience, freedom of religion, freedom, even privacy. Okay, so this is very, very sad that because what it means that Nigeria is heading towards like China or the old Soviet Union, where religion or Christianity is undercover. You can practice it undercover because the state has encroached and you're not seen to be worshiping the way you should worship. So we are saying that this is in bad faith, and democracy is about right of fellow people. I heard you talking about the 10th Assembly, and this is something that presidential democracy that promotes the right of the people. You know, we all have this right, basic right, and nobody should try to violate it because it's a fundamental. It's called fundamental human right. One right to freedom of worship, freedom of conscience, and all that. And we are in a secular state. The state has no right to prescribe the way you and I should worship.
All right, then. So I would like to come in, Mr. Sonny. You know, as a lawyer and a human rights activist, how would you characterize the potential impact of such a bill on the freedom of religion and the rights of Christian believers in Nigeria? And what specific provisions in the bill do you find particularly concerning or problematic from a legal and human rights?
Section 7. Trying to practice Christianity offends the law. Oh, let the law take its course.
All right, people, the reason why I have to put this in here while we wait for our update is very, very important as well for you all to understand what they are trying to do and the reason why Bill Gates came to Nigeria. And you should be aware, you know, because some of you that all voted for APC are here listening to me right now. You know, I don't know what you think about it, because sometimes when we talk, some of you think that we are against, we are just against APC. No, we are not just against them. We know that they are satanic. You know, we know that's what we are saying it. You know, so in case anybody want to talk on this, I don't know. You can call in because I can see love of God is my strength. You were calling while the video was playing. Yes, if you want to talk about this quickly, you can. I'll put a number out there while I quickly go to the panel. You know, we have Mr. Chuks Obiboze with us. Mr. Chuks Obiboze, it's good to have you on the panel, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Please talk to us.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone on the panel. Good afternoon, those on the comment section and those watching us.
Mr. Chuks Obiboze, do you mind I pick this call quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Pick
thank
it.
you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, Madam Joy, I can see that you were trying to call in. Please talk to us. Good afternoon to you, Madam Joy. It's good to have you on the panel. Please talk to us.
Hello, my people, Obedient Nation, Niger Watch Nation, citizens, journalists. I greet everyone and I greet you, Mr. Niger Watch. God bless you and bless you again.
Thank you.
I will go straight to what I want to say. When the clip from Arise TV, when the man said, why Christianity? Why is Christianity a target? And this is my submission on that. I have a whole lot about it, but I will just take this one point. You see, the people that are at the helm of affairs in, let me use Nigeria because that's where we are. In Nigeria, the cartel, cabal, criminal cultists, satanists, practicing satanism, the people that are boogeyman, phagocyte, kleptomaniacs, that what all they look out for, the example of what they are doing is they eat, they gather everything, they pour the rest away. It is they want to impoverish a few hundred people trying to manipulate 200 million people to bring them under bondage, to bring them under poverty. Now, let me use why you see let me use Islam for an example. You know, they don't even like God, they don't love God. But there is something, you know, that let me use the law of Islam for an example. You know, there is a state in Nigeria that has Sharia law. There was a general that passed away. He was a Muslim. He had two wives. The one was a Christian. One was a Muslim. Then this general's mother maybe was or is, as at the time I listened to this, that it gave me a cringe in my skin. I'm like, what? The mother was a Christian. The sisters were Christians. So because he had a lot of properties, they during when they were sharing his things. Now remember, he was a general. He had all that he had from the government. They were able to share it among the wife, both the Christian, the Islam, the mother, but his properties, because he was in a state where it is Islamic state, they denied the mother who was a Christian and everyone that was a Christian everything. Now, why am I making this analogy? Now, when because, and I tell everybody, what I keep preaching here is please go and learn, go and study. Take time and study what is going on. The Constitution of 1999, go and read a little bit, find out what it is all about. It's a little comma that will make Nigeria become Islamic nation. Now, what does that mean? Let me finish. What does this mean? Any Islam makes you, everything you own belongs to Allah. So if you're not a Muslim, you don't gain anything. So this is a way of disinheriting everyone of their possession. So why am I saying this? Christianity does not, it does not make you in bondage. It does not make you to become in bondage to anybody. So let us be careful in this season we are in. Let everybody be careful and try and figure out what is going on, so that our target will be how to dismantle what is on our neck and break free out of this evil that is coming upon us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Mr. Niger. I appreciate Mr. Niger would appreciate giving me this little time to talk.
God bless you, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, Mr. Justin, thanks for calling in. Please quickly talk to us. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, hello, Niger Watch. Good afternoon.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
All right, so I want to say thanks anyway for yesterday for calling me back, because my brain was a little bit squeezed yesterday, so I didn't excuse my manners yesterday, because that was really thoughtful of you to calling me back. But yeah, so I'll just go straight to the point anyway. Greet everybody in the panel. Now listen to what you play, Niger Watch. I got some reservation. I feel like the guy on I don't know if he's a Shine or Arise News. I don't really think he's giving the real pictures. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think that guy is really giving the real pictures, because from what he's explaining, it's a bit kind of, I can't even understand. How can you say that in a country where you have, obviously more than one religion, you targeting just the Christians for this particular purpose, that they want to regulate it? That shows you that there is an ideology. There is something behind what they're doing. Maybe they might just be using Bill Gates as the front to say, oh, Bill Gates is coming here to do this, to do that. But no, don't forget that this particular stuff, they've tried to do this thing before, where the church kind of rebels, say they're going to control how much they're making or something like that, or control how they use their money, something like that. So the target has already been there for a very long time. I think these are the things that people like me, and I want to listen to other, people make conversation, even in your own platform here. I've seen people talk about this stuff. Sometimes you look at Christianity and you ask yourself, especially the Nigerian Christianity, like, what is the purpose? What is the game plan? Is it just all about making heaven? Like, they don't come together. You see one church go this way, you see one church go this way. This pastor will be fighting this pastor. This one will be gossiping this pastor. They don't come together like a unity and have a purpose. Even the syllabus or what they talk about that they're doing, the church is supposed to have that, even without the government even say they want to regulate them. You're supposed to have a purpose. If all the church say, okay, we're going to be training 1,500 people every year for computer, we're going to be training 3,200 for lawyers, we're going to be, let people see that you have a purpose, not just taking people to the church every day. Bring leave when you are coming, bring a shovel when you are coming. We want to kill demons today. We want to do, it's like there is no purpose for it. It's just people like us who travel, for example, our eyes will become like, it becomes so clear that most of these things these people are doing, it's just a game. Because you come to this side of the Atlantic, you don't see all these things. Now, even the guy on the TV there, Niger Watch, he's even contradicting things again. He's even confusing people. Now, they will use phrase. When I was young, our pastors used to say this thing back home. Oh, the West, they're squared. Oh, they're doing all kind of this. They're trying to destroy the world. Listen, these people are not destroying no world. Everybody is still running to the West and America. Everybody is still running there. You come here, you see that these people, they have the thing that they have that we don't have is like, they have plan and they have unity. They're transparent. They will tell you that this is what we're doing. This is where we are going. In the next couple of years, this is what we want to do. So I don't know. I would just say that, the game is different. Like, if you tell me that they're trying to Islamize the country, yes, I would tell you, yes, fair enough. The people in power, they're more, I would say the powerful ones, the cartel, they're more kind of linked to the Islamic religion. They want to direct the country to have that particular direction, so everybody goes that Islamic kind of style. But if you're telling me that they're trying to do it because they want to teach people gay and teach people condom in it, no. But the Niger Watch, I disagree with that guy on the TV, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you very much. Anyway.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Let's hear from Love of God is my strength. Thank you, madam, for calling in. Good afternoon to you. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, Niger Watch.
Thank you, madam. Go ahead.
Thank you for calling me back. I was on another line. You know what? I'm surprised when I see the way some Nigerians speak. This man that just called, he got it wrong. I'm sorry, I don't know him, but he really got it wrong. What is the business of America in Nigeria? Why is America or the world UN going to give Nigeria a syllabus to regulate the belief of a human being? Everybody has got a belief. What they believe in, don't interfere into what people believe in. My God is in my heart. You cannot come and tell me how to worship my God. You cannot come and give me a line set for me to worship my God. God that is in me, Christ, God that is in me is the hope of my belief in Christ. So you can come and regulate me. If your country is what they do, their culture, their behavior, the way they look at all those kind of outwardly things, the way they take things, you can keep it in your country. Don't come and pollute our children in Africa, in Nigeria. We have our own set values. You can't come and intrude into my own values, into somebody else's value. When God created the world, He created every man in His image, and He gave us dominion to live on this earth. It did not give another man to lord it over me. You can be the leader of a country, but that does not give you the right to intrude into my own personal belief as a whether religion, whether Christianity, whether Muslim, whether whatever religion. So giving the pastors, giving any Christianity a syllabus from somewhere else, I think is totally wrong. And bringing your own belief. Let me tell you something. When it comes to the privacy of a human being, whatever they want to do, in their bedroom does not concern anybody. If somebody decides to be whatever LGBT, that is their business. You cannot come in from somewhere else, and because your country is polluted with that thing, then you want to bring it to another people so that they can also be infected. Our kids, they want to catch them so young, but I'm telling them that they have missed their way, because we are not built that way, because our father did not bring us up that way. So whatever they are trying to do to make the kingdom of devil to stand on this earth, we stand against it with the power that God has given us. So if they are bringing a syllabus to control the activities of the pastors, maybe in place of taking money from people unnecessarily, that is welcome. But if they want to bring their own religion, they want to bring their own sexual belief into our life, into our children's life, to corrupt them from when they are young, I stand totally against it, because I'm born of God. I have the mind of Christ, and nobody can tell me how to worship. So I beg America, I beg whoever is doing it, that you please keep it in their country. And I want to say this thing. If that's the reason, this is one of the reasons they gave Tinubu the right to be Nigeria president. They have failed, because our mandate that God has given to Peter Greg Roby, we are going to take it back. They failed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me hear from thank you very much, Lady Deborah. Thanks for calling in. Please talk to us. Good afternoon to you. We can hear you. Go ahead, madam. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Nigeria Watch, and good afternoon to all the panelists. I just want to make a quick contribution to the current broadcast. I wanted to say something about the video you showed much earlier on regarding Bill Gates. You know, anybody who has been following the recent trends would know that this is an agenda that they have been pushing, even over here in the West. So they've been finding ways to push it down to Africa. And one way of doing that is suppressing religion. Yeah, because they know that Christianity is one of the religions. We all see what is going on. So that's why you see they support government. They support government that will compromise, that they can use. That's the target. They support corrupt government that at the end of the day, this government will have to, they can use this government because they know that the government is compromised. They know that these governments are not legitimate. They're going to say, okay, if you want us to support you, you have to do what we ask you to do. So the Nigerians that are backing this corrupt government will later understand that they are mortgaging their future, the future of their children. And this is the consequences. Because they know if we have a good government, if we have a solid government, like if Peter Obi was president, there are some certain things that he's not going to allow. So the moment you are dependent on the Western world, the moment you are not independent, the moment you are depending on them, of course they are going to control you. Okay, look at Tinubu running up and down, seeking legitimacy, going to France. Of course he's going to be at their beck and call. Whatever they ask him to do, he will find a way to compromise. So those people who are supporting them will later realize that they are doing it at their own detriment. Because this is the reason why you see they support this corrupt government in Africa. Anybody who they know is going to stand up to them, anybody that they know is going to be able to work to make a difference, they will never support that person. Even if you get in, they will find a way to take you out. That's the truth.
Okay.
Except the people are able to stand up strong to say, yes, this is what we want. We don't care. It's not about you people. It's about what we want in our country. So it's left for the Nigerian people to fight for their own freedom, to stand up to say, no, we want a government that is going to protect our interests. We want a government that is going to be there for us. It's not about what you people want, but it is about what we want in our own country. So this is what is already playing out.
Thank you, madam.
But I hope Nigerians will be able to figure it out before it's going to be too late. I hope we get our mandates back. I don't trust the judiciary. I still believe that they are compromised. If we're able to get our mandate back, that's when I know that things are going to start changing. Otherwise, Tinubu is just going to keep playing. He's going to keep selling Nigeria out bit by bit. This is what is going to keep happening. Thank you so much, Nigeria.
God bless you, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Yeah. Mr. Dwayne, thanks for calling in, sir. Please talk to us. Good afternoon to you.
Thank you very much, sir. I want people to understand that they now felt this is the best time to push for this thing, because now, one, this is more or less a Muslim ticket that is now in government. And I want also people to understand that immediately the news from El Rufai break out to say they are now trying to Islamatize Nigeria indirectly. It automatically now sends a wave message all over that makes those people financing this thing now decide to push quickly into this thing. Don't forget, sir, that 4 days ago or 3 days ago, the gate was in Nigeria. And he visited Tinubu with Aliko Dangote in the Aso Rock. And what is the purpose of that visit, if we want to ask? And what is he really there for? Because if we look at the back way, when the spread of HIV and AIDS started, it was all the same way. Now, they are always trying to rob Africa into most of these things that we do not deal with. But what we also let them know that we have two different things. They don't have tradition, but they have culture in Western world. But we have culture and we have tradition. And these two things are two separate things. They coexist if you want them. If you want to also separate them, you separate them. So they cannot make us now, upon our tradition, to subject to what they are wanting to do, because they were unable to handle it in their own domain, in their own environment. Now, it must now go all over the world. Why? It is a very, very bad thing and a very, very bad signal. And if this move that is now on takes precedence, I will tell you one thing. The Muslim ticket will not dominate the governing power of Nigeria. It's going to give them a firepower and upper hand. Because the Christian is 50-50. And Nigeria Christian Muslim domination is 50-50. But now the way they want to do it now, they want to use the Muslim ticket to suppress the stand of the Christianity, bring them to a falling level, so that they can now use this same Muslim to do whatever they want. But if you look at it, at the time they now introduce it to classrooms, they are not going to. We don't say this thing is not that we must not do in life. We have to do it in life. But the problem is this: every child, as an African, they say, age you must grow to the way we were brought up before you start to go into those certain things. If you want your children to know it at the age of 1, that is your own problem. Nobody is going against it, but don't put it on us. Don't tell us what to do. Because what you are doing, we've not come to tell you is wrong. That our tradition forbids this thing in Africa. No. We are allowed to be doing it. But now you want to take it over and subvert it to us to dwell on this thing and be part of our life. It's going to be a very big problem. And the problem now is that I'm not even concerned about that because parents will also have a role to play in this thing. But the question now is that this thing they want to do is a wake-up call for Christian community in the whole of Nigeria to understand that as it is about to rise now and about to set, they are going to destroy the foundation of Christianity in Nigeria, which will now give an upper hand to the Muslim community in Nigeria. We all should open our eyes wide. And this man is compromising these things because he wants to get the support of the Western world. That is exactly what is happening now upon the agenda of Muslim belief. So we Christians, it's a wake-up call for all of you. Now, the tribunal, this is more reason now why we all should now be interested in what is happening, and we give it total rejection when they try to do otherwise. Because where it is going now, it's not going to help us, it's not going to help our family, it's not going to help our future generation. I'll submit for now. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Edwin. Thank you. All right, we need to get an update soon. Hello, Madam Rita. Thank you very much. Good afternoon to you. Please talk to us.
Hello.
Thank
Hello,
you,
good
Madam
morning.
Rita.
Can you hear me?
You need to speak louder. Yeah.
Cool. I'm speaking louder. Can you hear?
Okay, you are good now. Yeah.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Elvis. Good morning, everyone. I was just listening to the gentleman who was speaking in Arise TV. Okay, the first thing I just want to say is quickly is why did Bill Gates come? I think as somebody, I think Mr. Pius who called and was asking that question. First of all, Bill Gates is a businessman and he's also involved in technology. And he also has a reputation of giving you the impression that he cares about humanity, especially the black race. But I think his reason for doing that is far-fetched because I don't think personally he cares for the black race. I don't think Bill Gates cares for the black race. Now, they have capitalized and they know the kinds of leaders that we have in Africa. Yeah. Now, Nigeria being one of the biggest, it's very, very easy to go into the system. First of all, they look at the terrain. They know we have corrupt leaders. They know we have a populated religious people. Now, what are they going to do? People like Bill Gates, God knows what Dangote brought him for, but I know for sure it's going to be business. It's not going to be about Nigeria. And I just want to say, if it's anything to do with vaccine or anything that has to do with giving people of the North or the South or anything, please, we will reject it. If Agbado wants to make any decision in collusion with Dangote, good for them. But Nigerians should watch out. Even the Americans do not trust Bill Gates. So I don't know why we are bringing such a person to Nigeria. That aside, I think for now, what that man was talking about at Arise about religion and all that, they have understood Nigerians' mentality, and Nigerians are very extremely religious people. Now, there are two major religions, Islam and Christianity. They will not touch the Islamic part because they've already made a deal with the caliphate and they know that these are the people who are controlling Nigeria. They wouldn't touch it. So the vast majority of the Christendom right now, who are not even united, who are extremely religious and blinded by their pastors and all that, what would they do? Now they will say, okay, the best way to get through to Nigerians either is because of taking out the Christianity and Islamizing Nigeria. That's one. Two, either to introduce the LGBT brouhaha and bullshit. Sorry for my French. Introduce the LGBT thing through the Nigerian church religious system. They have various ways, so they are going through that religious system now. Getting a regulatory board is where they want to go through now. Apart from Islamizing Nigeria, I think the other part is also to enter the system where they can regulate churches and start to introduce certain things and give them conditions that they cannot refuse, because the greedy ones would support this nonsense because they will get money from it. So if they already understand the atmosphere of Nigerians, typical Nigerian leaders, they already know. So that's why they are going through this route. But now, talking about the legislators, somebody said the bill was passed. or a bill was passed, I don't know if it means that, okay, this is what it's going to be. But the legislators, I know we have Christians, Muslims, and the ones that are in between, or the ones that are both at the same time, depending on what favors them. Now, the legislators now, like what the man said, what are the most pivotal things to focus on in a country like Nigeria? Is it religion? Religion is part of our issues because Nigerians are influenced by their religious leaders. But in terms of regulatory, what at what point we want to see what are the things are they regulating?
Exactly.
What that man said, he wasn't expatiating enough for the Nigerian people because we need to see what is on the list. Are they regulating the tithe and the offering? Are they regulating all these small churches everywhere? Are they regulating the noise pollution? Those are the main things. If they're regulating, are they regulating pastors that will be telling you fake prophecy? Perhaps Agbado will sign because many of the pastors that prophesy that he's not going to win, he's probably getting the back at them. So those are the major things if they want to regulate. Now, regulating how I worship God, that is not acceptable. And I expect the likes of Adeboye, Pastor Chris, all of them, or Yaki, all of them should come out right now and say what we want to see what is in document. We want to see what are the board members of this so-called committee being created for. Those are the important things to ask because we don't want to start shouting like we are not educated or we don't understand. We need to see what are the regulatory terms and conditions. Regulatory terms and conditions. Those are the most important things. And and I want to say again, lastly, anything Bill Gates bring to Nigeria, do not agree. Dangote is a businessman, number one. Bill Gates is a businessman. And if Bill Gates comes to Nigeria, it's not for the benefit of Nigerians. Trust me, it's not. Even the Americans do not trust him. So we are just in a very big soup right now. I don't want to even say, maybe we should start praying safe. That's the real Christians. We should start praying because it's not even about religion or this LGBT thing. The economic crisis that is coming and the introduction of vaccines and all these things that they were signing about, donating organs and all this. It's deeper than what we need to know. So the legislators need to know what is being said. We need to see the documents. Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, they need to tell Nigerians what is in those documents, the bill that is being passed. What are the regulatory measures, the terms and conditions in which those boards were created? That is what we need to know. I listed things that I believe should be in that regulation. Noise pollution, illegal opening of every church because you are unemployed. Tithe and offering, that should be regulated for me. That's number one. Tithe and offering. And any church that is associated with opening universities, opening hospitals, those things need to be regulated. We need to know who the sponsors, because if they are corrupt officers in Nigeria stealing Nigerian money and giving the church as a third party to convert it to clean money, we all know those tricks. Those are the things that need to be regulated. Where are the money going to outside Nigeria? All the branches in Nigeria, are they paying taxes back to Nigeria or paying taxes? There has to be some tax regulatory thing for those branches, those churches in Nigeria that have branches outside Nigeria. Nigeria, because it's under a Nigerian name, it's registered in Nigeria. So if you have a branch in America or in the UK, you ought to be paying taxes back to the Nigerian government. Those are the kinds of things I need to see in the regulatory body. Those are the important things, not how I worship God, not how I worship my God. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Rita. Thanks for calling in. Yes, I wanted to allow everybody to express themselves, especially because this is a very, very huge topic. But meanwhile, I'd like us to go on because I have an update. That's why we are here. We should take it the way it comes. So like and share, my people, like and share. Before I come to the people on the panel, let me give you the update, what is happening in court right now. The update has been there pending. I was just waiting for everybody to finish talking. Sorry about that, my people. Yes, okay, let me start it from here. Okay, my lord are here, and the court will now sit. The case is called CA/PEPC/03/2023. Here we go. Please like and share, my people. Comrade Ladi Leah represents the second petitioner, Labour Party. Saturday, Mosigna represents the fourth respondent, APC. Peter Obi is not in court today, like I stated before earlier on, my people. So we move on. Petitioners legal team lead Dr. Levi Uzoko San, Awakalu San, Pin Ikweto San, Valerie Azinge San, Alex Ejisieme San, Ikeshuku Ezeshuku San, Peter Afuba San. First responded legal team lead AB Mahmoud San, Kemi Pinheiro San, Ihiana San, Abdullahi Aliyu San, TM Inuwa San, Suleiman Ibrahim San. Second and third responded legal team are Wole Olekbekun San, Emmanuel San, Tenny San, Mike San, Dele Adesayan San, Oladipo Okpeseyi San, Yomi San, Fumilayo San. Fourth responded legal team are L.O. Fagbemi San, Afolabi Fashanu San, Olabisi Soyeka San, Rotimi Oguneso San, Oluseyi Okpesanya San, Adeniji Kazim San, Lawan Yusuf San, Aliu Saki San, Abdul M. San. Dr. Levi San informs the court that they will continue today by calling a witness and Pin Ikweto, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, will handle the proceedings. Ikweto, good afternoon, my lord. Justice Ugo, good afternoon. Before you, we say we did not answer you. That was the justice response back by saying that good afternoon to you. Before you, we say we did not answer you. The whole court laughed. We move on. They have now called a witness who is appearing in court on a subpoena. AB Mahmoud interjects, as usual, that the cross-examination be deferred till tomorrow since the documents were before them just today. Wallace San also associates himself with the position of first respondents that they have no problem with having examination in chief today, but cross-examination be stood down till tomorrow. Fagbemi San also aligns himself with the same position. The witness now takes the oath of truth. Court clerk leading him in the oath is stuttering with do Lomen Sodom. Do solemn, do swears. Do solemnly swear. Hey, this one. People will study law, not easy. Justice Ugo says it is a glitch by the clerk. Now to examination in chief. Question to our witness. Tell the court your full name. Then our witness said, see you. You live at Abuja. Our witness responded, that's correct. Tell my lord your occupation. I'm a cyber security expert. You are in this court by a subpoena. Do you have the copy? Yes. Ikweto now applies to tender the subpoena in evidence. Objections. There is no objections to the subpoena being tendered. The court. The subpoena ad testificandum is hereby admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit PCK accordingly as the court pleases. Question. Pursuant to the subpoena, you came to this honorable court and deposed to a witness statement on 21st day of June. Is that correct? Our witness, that's correct, my lord. If you see a copy, how will you identify it? If I see my signature and also relevant sections, I can recognize it. Objections. First respondent, they object to the document and we supply fuller reasons later, as usual. Second and third respondent, they object to the statement for reasons and argument previously advanced in respect of similar circumstances. Fourth respondent, they object equally to supply reasons later. Wahala. Petitioners, they will provide their responses in respect to the objections. Then questions continue. Do you know wish to adopt it? Yes, I do. The court, the witness statement is hereby admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit PCK accordingly, as the court pleases. Question. In paragraph 23, 24, and 25 of your witness statement, you identified a metadata. Our witness respond, yes. Question. Is this the copy of the document you referred to as metadata on those paragraphs? Is shown some document. Our witness said that's correct. The document contained metadata with references. Equator now applies to tender the document in evidence. Objections, objections. Then APC people that came up again. The first, second, third, fourth responded all object to the admissibility of the document and will give reasons later. Meanwhile, I'll pause here, my people. The update is still going on. I want to let everybody know that since we started this case, APC and INEC, they have been objecting till now. They have never given no reason of their objections. Meanwhile, let's continue. Press on the like, my people, and help us to share. The court, the document metadata are hereby admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit PCK1 accordingly as the court pleases. Question. In paragraph 26, you refer to sources material of November 11, 2022 titled An Alleged Plot to Abandon by Festus Okoye attached to your witness statement. Our witness, yes. He identifies the document and now applied to tender it in evidence. All respondents object to the admissibility. All right. The court, the document titled Alleged Plot to Abandon Transmission of Polling Unit Results is hereby admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit PCK2 accordingly as the court pleases. The witness is now stood down till 2 p.m. tomorrow for cross-examination. The petitioners will now call another witness, which will be conducted by Ikechukwu Izechukwu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. The court. The subpoena AD testificadum is hereby admitted into evidence and marked as exhibit PCM accordingly as the court pleases. Question on our second witness. Record that on 19th of this month, you deposed to a witness statement on oath, which you signed in which court? Our witness, yes, my lord. Question. If you see this witness statement on oath, will you recognize it? And how? Our witness, yes, my name and signature is there. Question. Do you want it adopted? Our witness, yes. Then we continue. More question. From your observations, the polling unit officials went away to the Ward Collation Center with the forms EC8AS signed by the agents. Am I right? Our witness, that's correct. That will be all for the respondents. Second, third respondent cross-examination question. Look at the subpoena with which you came to court. Kindly confirm that it was not addressed to women and child, but to you personally. Yes, my lord. Our witness responded. Question. Please like and share, my people. Like and share. It was addressed to you with your direct village address. Is that correct? Yes. Question. From the polling unit, you observed elections went on smoothly and results were declared in the polling unit. Our witness, yes, my lord. Question. You can also confirm that the electoral officials complied with the electoral guidelines. Yes, my lord. At the end of the election, did the result go to the collation center? Our witness, it was to be uploaded. Justice Ugo, this one is senior advocate of the witnesses. The lead justice asked him, the question again. Yes, my lord. That's what they told us. Question. Will you be surprised to hear that the results is on the IRF portal? I won't be surprised, our witness answered. That's all for the witness. The fourth respondent does not have any question for him. The witness is now discharged, and the petitioners will now call their next witness. The witness has now affirmed and will testify in English. Question. Tell this honorable court your name. My name is K.I. Question. What do you do for a living? I'm a civil servant. Question. You are here on subpoena? Yes. Do you have a copy of the subpoena? Yes. The petitioners now apply to tender the subpoena before the court. All respondents do not object to the subpoena sought to be tendered. The court, the subpoena ad testificandum is hereby admitted into evidence and marked as Exhibit PCM accordingly as the court pleases. Then we continue with more questions. Question. Recall that on the 19th June, you made a witness statement on oath. Yes. Our witness answered. Question. Will you recognize it? Yes. He's shown the document and he identifies it, stating that he wishes the document be admitted into evidence as his witness statement on oath. Objections. All respondents object to the witness statement and rely on their earlier argument to the same effect. Ike Shuku, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, they will give fuller answer to the objections at address stage. I don't know. So anyway, many of us don't know law since where this matter starts. So now, so you object for 1 year. You'll say later, I will tell you why they object. Wow. Now, school, all of us, all they go since where this presidential election starts. Meanwhile, let me move on, my people. Question. How many units did you supervise? Our witness. I and Suleiman Mustafa supervised 24 units. Question. That is in one ward. Yes, my lord. How many units are in your ward total? Our witness. 24 units. That is in Madagali ward. Question. Do you know how many wards in the local government? There are 10 wards. Question. How many local governments in your state? Our witness, 21. Court. Which state is which state is that? Our witness, Adamawa State. Question. Apart from the small issue you referred to between APC and PDP, our witness, apart from failure to upload, there was none. Everybody laughed in courts. Question. Apart from the transmission, there was no other issue? Yes, my lord. Question. And even this issue you referred to were satisfactorily resolved. Our witness, the issue between PDP and APC were resolved. You cannot confuse me. You see, let me tell you people what happened here before I continue. Let me take that question again. I want to see the way they'll be wanting to confuse our witness. They didn't specify to mention APC and PDP. Listen to that question again. They said, and even this issue you referred to were satisfactorily resolved. You see, they generalize all issues, even this issue. Then our witness, very smart. Now Peter Obi after they play, he said the issue between PDP and APC were resolved. You cannot confuse me. Question. Scores were entered into forms EC8A. Yes, answered by our witness. Question. And results were properly announced. Yes, my lord. Question. Physically, copies of forms EC8A were taken to what collation center? Yes, my lord. Question, as a supervisor, it was not your duty to handle the beavers machine. Correct. Answered by our witness. That's all for the cross-examination. Then we continue. Second and third respondent cross-examination. Question, you are not here to testify on behalf of INEC. Yes, my lord. Question, as a matter of fact, the subpoena was not addressed to you through INEC, but addressed to you directly. Yes. Question, that is because Labour Party know you personally as their sympathizer. Our witness respond, I'm not a party man. I am an INEC ad hoc staff during the election. Question, who won the election in Adamawa State? Our witness, it was PDP. Question, in the 24 polling unit, where you served as supervisory presiding officer, you can confirm that all presiding officer that worked under you worked in line with the rules of INEC. Yes, I can confirm it. Question, in all the polling units, accreditation went on smoothly using the beavers machine? Yes, my lord. As for now, my people, that is all we have for you while the court continues. Now, wow, I guess when I get where would they come from? So that is all. That's the update I have for you guys. So I'll quickly like to go to my people on the panel. Let them talk to us. Guys, press on the like button. Press on the like button. It's very, very important you do this for us. And let's do this together. We have over 1,000 people watching us. The lights is only 294. It's not good at all. You know, we are here passing information to you. You need to press on the like button so that the information can be passed to others as well. Please take it out of 295, please. We can do that. I'm currently looking at it right now. What we have is 298 now. It's just extremely too low. We can't have 1,000 people watching us and we only have 300 likes. It's not nice. Please press on the like button, my people. Help us to share. Press on the dollar sign. Support what we are doing here. We really do appreciate every one of you. Meanwhile, before my correspondent pass me more information, I would like to quickly go to Mr. Chuks Obibweze. Mr. Chuks Obibweze, please talk to us, sir.
Yeah, thank you once again, Mr. Elvis. Let me start with the update. So far so good. I'm happy, with the proceedings, especially when the courts, continue to admit, the evidences, and kudos to those, witnesses because, we know what is cross-examination. They will try to trick you to, sometimes some of us think the lawyers, they are stupid, or they are being un-Nigerian by, this is their job, they are doing their job. So you would want to swear, the what is it called, the positivity to your own side. At least you need to show up that you are doing your job. Each and every one of us knows that. Even the lawyers, the lawyer will know that somebody buys somebody and they take him to court. And he said, tell me the truth. You tell him the truth. When he goes to the court, when he's cross-examining you, he will be asking you questions to let you out. Same here, it's their job they're doing, but kudos to the witnesses because I haven't seen any one of them that flattered. All of them, they knew where they're going, they knew where they're going. For example, now if you ask you if you know how to how elections are conducted, if you just answer it straight away, you are saying that the person who conducted the election is not capable of doing so. We've seen it when our mathematician came in and they told them, I have an idea, because you can't say, I know. If you know, is that your job? So I am very, very happy with the way this thing, the one I want to see is, make sure that all the documents, that they needed, that they bring it upon, today. Because yesterday, after I spoke, I've seen that they were making a headway, so they need to act fast. And our lawyers, they need to stop playing gentle. This is not time to play gentle. You know the country you are. That is why I was livid yesterday. I couldn't hold myself yesterday because I know that the lawyers, they know the country we are living in, especially this very moment. Even if you see, what is it called, the 7 years of Nigeria, take the last 7 years and compare it to just close to 1 year now, you will see the changes that occurred. So we all are living in Nigeria. We all are setting our eyes in Nigeria. So we should know what these people.
Thank you, Mr. Chuksobibweze. I'm sorry that I stopped you right there. We all are living in Nigeria. That's where you stop. Please, you continue from there when I come back to you. I have an update. I need to really quickly pass this update right here. There are more questions going on right now in court. You can confirm that notwithstanding the transmission problems, the collation took place in the wards. Yes, sir. Our witness responded. Question: will it surprise you to know that all the results from the 24 polling units you work are fully uploaded? Our witness: we tried it. It did not go. I won't be surprised, but to the best of my knowledge, we tried it. It did not go. That's all for the cross-examination for now. Fourth respondent cross-examination. Question: apart from INEC official restriction of movement was on that day? Yes. Question: the restriction was such that party agents were to stay and remain in their polling unit? Yes. So only supervisory agents of INEC could move? Yes. And some people wearing tags call duty? That's our witness responded to that. More question: only you can move, all others party agents are to stay at the polling unit? Yes, my lord. Question: same thing goes for collation at the ward level. They are not to be moving about the way you move about? Yes, my lord. In local government collation, party agents are to remain there too without moving about? Yes, because local government collation have their own party agents. That's all for the witness on all cross-examination. Dr. Levy now informs the court that they will move to the next segment, which is to tender the document which have been provided by INEC. Dr. Levy now defers to Peter Afoba to conduct it. The court will, however, rise for 5 minutes. We will be back soon. So that is a report from my correspondent. So the court is on a 5 minutes break right now. So I'll come back to you guys. So Mr. Chusobibo, sorry that I stop you. Anybody that is speaking, please, I will stop you anytime when there's an update. Please don't get it twisted. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's why we're here. You don't usually not come out, come out by this time. We are coming out here because of the update. So as it's coming, we are aware.
Understanding.
Yeah. So the true situation is, we all know what Nigeria is, and if we want to tell ourselves the truth, you need to measure up with what Nigeria is giving to anybody. Because you might say, oh, let me do it the right way. And you start it with the right way, and you see that right way, once you see the first sign, you need to react. That's what I'm begging from the lawyers. From day one, INEC have shown them that they are not ready to cooperate. So what should they have done is, once you see that they're not cooperating, you do the right thing. And that is why that day I had the judge say to them, do the right thing. You know the right thing to do, because it's a free will of the judge to commit this person. But if actually you want that person to be committed, it is your duty. It's a free will for the judges to do so. I'm saying it here. It's a free will. So, and this case is very, very delicate, that the judges must be seen to be neutral. So, and that's why I am not casting the judges on this particular one. I'm not against them at all on this particular one. Rather, I am questioning our lawyers, because they should know. When you don't ask, you don't get. That is exactly what court represents. Anything you don't ask in the court, even if they know it is your right, you're not gonna get it. That is what the court represents. I don't want to use Mr. Batty's language about court, but the simple language is: if you don't ask, you don't get. So please, we should be tackling things on time. Let us not give these people space to come on with their shenanigans and the technicalities. Because even I went to research about the lawyer who is heading this. He is chief maker of technicalities of Aguado. All his cases is on technicalities. He never deals with facts. It's all about technicalities for him. So please, and I know you, these are your colleagues. You guys know him. So why are you giving him that chance? Yeah, I will move on to the video you played earlier. They say, I didn't know you haven't spoken on that video, because I think the day I watched that video live, I wasn't able to view this channel, and the next day I wasn't even able to say now, because there's a lot I was behind, I didn't know you didn't show this video. They say that man there, he's an agent. The man speaking, is either he's an agent or he's economical with the truth. These two things, go to bank with it. One of them is the answer. You cannot tell me that the speech El Rufai made don't tell you and I something. And this goes to some of us that come here and tell us that these people, they're not interested in Islamizing Nigeria. I have said this on this platform before. Islamizing Nigeria does not mean they will come and make you to become a Muslim. No. If we go down to the meaning of Islam, it's a total submission to Allah. So when they use their tool to make you to submit to them, you have been Islamized. And this is the tools. For those who are doubting the agenda, El Rufai said it clear. And during his speech, he said the Christians, they've gone home. They can't do nothing, and they've done nothing. He said it. Till date, you and I have not had any apology from him. You and I have not had anybody questioned him. Shetima make another statement whereby he talked about a worst Muslim and the best. I mean, I forgot how he said it. The worst Muslim and the best Christian, or the worst Christian and the best Muslim. Right? Yeah, I think it's the worst Christian and the best Muslim. Did we know that he went to apologize to the Muslim communities? Are we not seeing that? Are we not seeing the difference? Is that not Islamization? Whereby you can talk to the other one the way you like, they get afraid of you. And when you talk even to the society you belong to, you talk against them, you quickly go and apologize because of consequences. Do we not see that? And I want those who are doubting this, I don't want to mention names. I want them to go back, listen to this video, Then listen to the tape of El-Rufai, listen to the one of Shetima, and listen to the apology of Shetima, and tell me what that means. Because if I cannot see it that way, then something is wrong with me. If I cannot see it, something is wrong with me. Whereby, every time, if you are in a relationship and all the time you are begging, there's something wrong there. You've been conquered. You've been conquered. That is exactly what is happening to you and I today. I'm not a Christian. I don't brag with Christianity. But as a human being, I'm supposed to be left to live the way I want, as long as I don't cross nobody. I don't commit no crime. And like what people always say, how many times was Islam mentioned in the Constitution? Why would our money be written in a language we don't understand? Because here today, I don't read Arabic, but that inscription is on our note, and yet we keep quiet. We don't know what is going on. This agenda is real. It has nothing to do with Bill Gates. It has nothing to do with any foreign body. That's why I said, is it that man is an agent, or he's economical with the truth? Bill Gates can come to Nigeria and do other businesses. It has nothing to do with this. Quote me anywhere. It has nothing to do with this. This is a home-sponsored bill that he wants to control the way the Christians preaches. They didn't make it as a religion. They didn't say we want to control the way religions are being practiced here. So if anybody is supporting the bill or even wanting to look at the bill, you're on your own. Because this is not a religious control bill. It is called Christian. They made it clear that they want to know how churches, they want to regulate how churches are doing this. They're going to be getting manuals for them to follow. And the headquarters will be in Abuja. If you want to open a church, you need to apply to them. They need to give you and tell you what to say and what not to say. That is exactly. I think a video came out, a fake video, complete fake video of Yes Daddy. Everybody was mad. And after that, we've seen videos of El-Rufai. We've seen videos of imams threatening and burning, talking, and nobody said anything. That is the problem we are facing. Let us not come here and try to blame it on people who are doing their own business. This thing, I guarantee anybody who is listening, it has nothing to do with Bill Gates. We know the type of bills they sponsor. Like that man who was on television. Did he forget 2011 or 12? When such bill was on our listing? And America and UK threaten us that we must pass those bills. Did we not refuse? Did anything happen? So let us not come here and say that is the bill they are bringing back. No. This is about control, what you say. It's not about the community. I don't want to mention them on your on YouTube, please. Right? We know the community I'm talking about. It's not about that community. This bill is nothing. It has nothing to do with that community. This bill has everything to do with the way you worship and serve your God. That is the only thing. So if we are talking about this, and look, I wanted to see if Nigerians will react to this. Nobody reacted. Nothing. Because reacting is not after 24 hours of Twitter and other media being on fire. We go back. That is not reaction. By now, we should have known who presented this bill. What is your aim? We should have been discussing it. People that matter should have been on this case. And that is where it hurts. The other time when El-Rufai made his own statement, the can or whatever you can of beer or whatever you call him came out to tell you don't take him serious. He knows him as like a palm of his hand. Don't take him serious. And these bills are coming. We shouldn't even take the bill serious. The journalists who are talking, were you supposed to be discussing this by yourself? Were you supposed to call people who is outside of the authorities to speak on this? If Arise is doing a good job, they should have bring both the Muslim, both the Christian, president or whatever, and the Muslim president, and put them together and ask them these questions. That's how journalism works. What do you think about this bill that is about to be put forward? What do you think about it? And the other side, do you think it's right to regulate one of the religion and the rest do what they want? Look, if we don't take care, we will be saying ourselves, be wondering, are we serious that this is Nigeria? Because what is happening right now, many people don't understand it. In the next 10 years, the kids that are born today will wake up again, living this as a normal life. As a normal life. What is happening to Nigeria today is because we grew up and living this kind of life. This is what you meet. So it's hard for you to know that is any change. That is the biggest problem Nigerians are facing. That is the biggest problem Nigeria is in. Because a child you born today, if they get their way and pass this bill, a child they born today, in 10 years' time, he grew up, he will believe that is how he is from beginning. And that is why these things happening is very, very dangerous. Because if we allow the next generation and the upcoming generation after next to agree with this, it's going to be difficult. I yield here, Mr. Elvis. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Chooks. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful submission as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would like to quickly see if Mr. Prince Akwashi, with what I've presented from court today, do you have anything to say about that, sir? Prince Akwashi, you're not available? All right, okay. What about Madam Patricia? Are you there? Madam?
Yes,
all right.
I am, Mr. Harris.
Okay. Did you follow up with my presentation? What happened in court?
I did regarding the testifier, our witness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have anything to say or you want me to come back to you?
Yeah, I think I will want to go on the gate issue.
Okay, go ahead. Yes, that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised about what is happening because the agenda has been very, very clear to people that have been reading the preliminary messages.
Hold on, Madam Patricia. Sorry. Femzi, Dr. Femzi, please show your face properly. We can't see your face. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Go ahead, madam. Thank you.
Yeah, I said so. The agenda has been very clear to people, those that can read preliminary messages. It's clear that from the onset, this was the whole agenda, even though they have denied it. But the whole thing is coming clearer and clearer now for Nigerians to see. The mask is being removed one after the other until the real face of the devil will show. Because this cannot be from God, what is happening. And knowing this man for who he is, I mean, Bill Gates, I don't think any of our leaders should be accommodating such. Just like Madarita said, yes, it doesn't mean good for anybody. It's behind a lot of genocides that have happened. I can say that in India, in many, many places, even in East Africa, a lot of children with this vaccine of a fraud, and even in America, many people don't want him. So I don't see any reason why they are allowing him, why Tinubu is giving him that footstool over Nigeria, because it doesn't mean anything good for not only blacks. It doesn't mean anything good for any humanity, because he's among those that are calling for population reduction. So if you are giving somebody that want to reduce population a foothold into a nation with 200 million people, what do you think that means? That means reduction of the population. That's what it means. So it's not coming there to do any good business. And I'm not surprised that this is happening at this time. The agenda of the so-called Sodom and Gomorrah, yeah, that agenda is already very pronounced in the Western world and their schools, and even and they are trying to force it on other nations, like especially African nations. And the reason why they are going for the Nigeria Christian is because truly and truly, the Nigeria Christians are the most, what will I say, faith demonstrating Christians ever that they've ever challenged. Don't forget that this thing that we are into, Christianity, is something that they have been fighting all along. But one thing is sure, Jesus said that he will build his church and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And this is their gate. We are seeing him and we know exactly what's going to happen. So all these things that is happening is not strange. It's not strange at all. But Nigerians, especially the Christian in Nigeria, they need to wake up and do the needful. They need to wake up and take their Christianity to another level. They're coming to regulate the activities of the church. You see, these people, they don't know what they are playing with. They don't know what they are dabbing into. To start with, did they call the pastors? Are they the one that called them? Were they there when the pastor, when God spoke to that man of God, or whoever spoke to the man of God? Were they there? I think some people want to usurp authority just because you have money, and then you think you can just begin to parade yourself as God over other people. I don't think that's right. Nigerians need to wake up. They need to wake up and do the needful. One thing is sure, that bill is dead on arrival. They tried before, they are only trying to pass it through backdoor again. Now there's a new Tinubu, so they are trying to do that. So it's not strange. No, nobody should be saying that the man that was speaking doesn't know what he's talking about. He really knows what he's talking about. The man with their eyes, he knows what he's talking about. So it's not just talking. These are things that have been happening, and they have been trying to. A lot of lawyers, the ones I know, have been fighting it. And to start with, who are these senators? Who are these lawmakers that even, that are these sellouts of the Nigerian people? Because just like Ekwere, what's it called, the one that was organ harvester, it's the same thing. It's the same category of lawmakers, that are doing all these things. They have collected money. They've stolen the people's inheritance. Now they want to also steal their souls. That's why I will see it, because I don't see any reason why you want to pass a law on Christians. Only the Christendom in Nigeria, because of this, what they call it, the world, what's it called? It's one world religion agenda. The Nigerian Christians, they are fighting against it. They are saying no. They have managed to subdue their churches in Western world. They give them a handout now. They give them the sermons. It's the government that give them the sermons as we speak. Many of them. That's what it is. But the Nigerian Christians, they are fighting them. The Catholics Church, the Anglican, a lot of them, they have a lot of problems with the European and American churches at the moment. So they are fighting it. They say never. They will never they will never subject themselves to those doctrines that they are bringing. Because we know they say, oh man and woman, woman and man, or man, or so. But Nigerian Christians, they're not going to accept it. So they've tried it before, and
Madam,
this is just. Let me finish. When you finish,
okay.
when I finish, then you can come in. This is just a way of them bringing this thing again and again and again. And of course, the Christians in Nigeria, they need to stand up and say no. Because if they are able to do that, if they are able to penetrate that, then we are sunk as a people. Because that is the only thing that is still keeping us, going. That is the only thing that still makes us some value as human beings. By the time you are completely destroyed outside, inside, you are not good for anything anymore. So for me, they should stand up and fight against it. It's very, very, very important. Nigerians, the Christians should fight, and the fact that they are now selective on the one they want to target, that shows that this is all about Christianity. It's all about extolling Islam, or their one world religion, where they say, everybody is one and this and that. But the Bible is very clear, So I'm not here to preach, but the Bible is clear. It's very, very clear about that. So he says so. So I didn't write the Bible. It says so that the Bible, it's not like as they are trying to tell us, So it's very clear as to how the Christian should live his life. Everybody have their way of life cut out for them. Don't intrude on mine. I will not intrude on yours. That's the point. So Nigerians, the Christians should.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, madam. Before I will come back to you all, I have some update here that I would like to quickly pass.
Okay.
The court is back from their 5 minutes break. Well, they took more than 25 minutes break, But meanwhile, yes, we are back. Petitioners, they now tender documents showing the data of PVC collection for 32 states. They are not listed. First responded, they object to the admissibility of the document and shall advance reasons at address stage. Second, third responded, they oppose to the admissibility of the document and we advance reasons at the appropriate time of the address. Fourth responded, they also object to admissibility of the document and shall advance reasons at the address stage. That is all we have for now, and the court is still on going. So my surprise is that the continuous objection, and we will talk to you later. I don't get it. Maybe that's it before for the rules of court. But I have somebody on the phone. Thank you very much, madam, for calling in. Good afternoon to you, or rather, good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, everyone in the panel, on the comment section. Ninja Wash, my brother, I love you. God bless you for all that you are doing.
Thank you.
All I just want to contribute is that our elders in Nigeria, the church leaders, I don't think they are ready to do anything about this, because I don't know why they are scared. If they are not scared, why are they quiet for this kind of a thing? I don't understand it. If God really called you, you can stick your neck out for anything and nothing will happen to you. The God that you serve will protect you. So when all these are happening, what I want just to let people know that they should know that end time is very, very close. Allegedly, I heard that there's a bill that they passed that one world passports is existing, is non-existent already. So that doesn't tell people that there is the end time is close. All this we are doing, the courts we are going and all those stuff, they know what they want to do. For the Gates and what is his name? I don't really care. The Gates doesn't have any feeling for anybody, for any human being. It's how to make his money. That is what he wants. You know that the person in that seat now, he can be able to buy him. Because that one too, I know that I'm insulting him. He is not supposed to be there. He so demanded that it's not for him. He wants to overrun the whole country, the whole Nigeria. Put everybody in a cage. It doesn't happen. Look at the Israelites. How long have they been fighting? Have country been fighting? Have they ever won? They will never win. The Christians. They will never win. The move that is going on in Nigeria now, the way God has worked, the God is using people in Nigeria there now. They are scared. In the Bible, say the first shall be the last shall be the first. That is what is going on now. That is the move that is going on. So people should wake up. People should just wake up, because this is not a child play anymore. It's not how it used to be. Oh, let's just forget it. Let's not talk about it. It's not going to happen. You just have to put your knees down and pray. End time is here. End time is here. I thank you for what you are doing.
Thank you.
God bless you. God reward you.
Amen.
God will lend your pockets.
God bless you, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And your family, you will not be left behind in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Because all these are the work of God. So let everybody open their eyes. Say it's not going to happen. The Gate is this, a businessman, this, that. Let them wake up.
Okay. Thank you.
Let
Thank
them
you.
wake up.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. God bless you.
God bless you, madam.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah, bye.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's Mother Patricia. I just wanna respond to what she said.
No, hold on. You will.
Okay.
Hold on. Hello, Mr. Johnson. Thanks very much for calling in. Good afternoon to you, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks to all the panelists. Thanks to all you guys are doing. And first, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. We did.
Yeah. Let me just quickly make a comment on with respect to what the last caller has said.
Yeah.
She said, "What is going on with the Nigerians church leaders?" It is simple. See, as Nigeria is right now, as far as Christians are concerned, we don't have any mouthpiece at all. Those church leaders, count them out. They cannot say anything. They have sat on the table with the devil. They have eaten with the devil, and they cannot come out to say anything. So let's just put that aside. As far as that is concerned, Nigeria is just, we Christians were just on our own. If you can pray, pray. For those church leaders, forget them. I dare them, if any one of them will come out and speak. They cannot. So with respect to what is going on in the court today, see, with the judges, and for me, please, let's make no mistake about it. Don't let us be naive. I know that our goal is to get the mandate. The judges are compromised. They are already compromised. So what they are just doing right now is just a show. They have to accept all the evidences. They have to do all of that, But at the end of the day, it's just a show, So that's what I want to say on that. with respect to Bill Gates and the what is going on. So Bill Gates is an international lobbyist. When you talk of international lobbyist, Bill Gates is the head of it. Wherever Bill Gates has an interest, he will play it out, and he will use those politicians in the country, business leaders in that country to achieve his objective. Bill Gates is an international lobbyist, so he has nothing. So he has an interest in Nigeria, and that is why he's there. And unfortunately for us in Nigeria, our politicians are so corrupt and they are so weak, and he will get his way. It's all about money, and it's all about lobbying them, and he will lobby them with money, and they will fall. And even right now, he knows what he's doing, he knows what he's aiming for in Nigeria, and all the politicians there, they are already in their pocket. You can see his visit. He did not go alone. He went with Aliko Dangote. That is, he has an interest, and all those people they are all sold out. Bill Gates is an international lobbyist. That's what he does. That's his job. So that's just my comment for now. I don't want to take too much time. Thanks very much, Mr. Elvis. Thanks for all that you do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right,
Mr. Elvis, can I come in?
No, hold on, sir. Hold on, please.
Thank you.
Let me see if I have an update. Okay, no update yet. Okay, no, Mr. Chooks wanted to say something first. Mr. Chooks called earlier on. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you. You see, when we talk about people, when we speak about what is going on, I am staying straight on the issue. I am not talking about what others or whatever they're calling it. This very bill they introduce, if we look into it the way it is, I'm not changing my mind, because it goes specifically. If it got anything to do with what other, it cannot just say Christian. I know Nigeria. I live in the UK, okay, and I know Nigerian churches. I mean, not Nigerian churches. The Church of England. I know 2014 when they came to England here and they demand that they accept to wed these people, and the Nigerian Church of England, they walk away from that conference. So I know what I'm talking about. This is about Islamization by our local people. We shouldn't be mixing things that are not. Is it because he coincide with a Bigot coming to Nigeria? Bigot can come to Nigeria to lobby for whatever, but on this very bill, I maintain my stand, because this bill is telling you how you can worship. It didn't mention any other thing. It's just about how you can worship. So I know what I'm trying to say. This bill, go and get it. You read it. You see what I'm saying. And that's why I am saying that man on television to come out to tell us it's all about foreign interference. No, he shouldn't come and deceive us. He shouldn't. That's why if we understand where our fight is, we start that fight there. But if somebody is telling you it's an external, why the fight is internal, you'll be fighting external, why they damage you. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Because this man, he knows what he's saying. We heard him say, I work with the UN. I've been in those meetings. So this very one is a local bill. And the way they worded that bill is they talk about, come, we give you a brochure where what you can follow to worship. That's exactly what the bill is saying. Nothing more. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chooks. Mr. Edwin, you wanted to say something earlier on. Before that, Mr. Jonathan, please turn on your camera. Mr. Jonathan Kingsley. Okay, I can see you now, sir. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Here we are all here to learn and then to think of how positive, best direction we can move our country together and our people. You see, I thank God that Chuks Obigwe, they just mentioned that the man said he has been to United Nations, he attend meetings there. You see, you cannot know the direction of a dream more than the person that dreamt. The person that dreamt need to tell you his dream, then you now interpret the dream the way it is. What am I trying to say is this. From every indication, we cannot say that what this man is saying is everything just about. No. The system is this. We can also, anybody should also take it and diagnose it. Yeah. This thing, they are taking advantage of the current Muslim system in Nigeria right now to also join them to push in. This LGBT, I don't understand what they call and whatever. It has been, they've introduced this thing to Nigeria once before. It was knocked out, and they're trying to bring it. They've been looking for, a software to land, and now they've got just an opportunity. They want to sneak in, and they are using the opportunity because the person in question that is leading right now has not been recognized. He will compromise anything to be recognized as a leader. So if this man comes in, we know the type of lobbyist he is. We know where he goes to. We know what he does. So let us not just say one direction that somebody. This man that even said this thing out, he let it out of his mouth. That's why we are discussing it now. If it has still been in the darkness till now, we would have anything to do. The question is this: this thing is going to Christian leaders in particular, because if you look at this thing, I will ask now the wife of the president, who is also a pastor. I want to see now how good she can now show that she's genuine and she was called by God to serve. By making the husband to know that this country is supposed to be 50-50 level and not just taking it to one side. Now, somebody spoke 2 weeks ago or a week plus ago, which is El-Rufai. We heard what he said about Islamization. As it is going, Muslim ticket is on leading. And now, they are trying to now introduce this thing into the system. As they are trying to plan this thing, they might be reminded that this is an opportunity for you to block most of these Christians that is making noise. Because they are seeing the Christian fold as noisemakers already. So there's no way you can say that it's just only this thing is just, coming just from the Muslim within Nigeria. No. This thing has
Mr. Edwin. Mr. Edwin, do you think, let me ask you this question. Do you think if Nigeria is complete Christian country, right? You never pass this law me and you are debating here. Who do you think that which held back in the 2012 when they brought this bill? It's from the north. It's from the north. So you cannot exclude the north to do this. It's impossible. Mark my words.
Listen, sir.
That's why I'm telling you, this is internal fight. Forget about any other thing. This is Islamization agenda. It's nothing. It's nothing to do with anybody from outside. I am quote my word anywhere. If not, I guarantee you, with the way the Christians behave in Nigeria, most of them, not all of them, right? The way they behave, if not for the Muslim North, this bill me and you are talking about is a long-forgotten thing. Who presented the bill in the first place?
Listen to me, Ogachus Obigweze. This is one thing I want to show. I want to lend my voice out for people to know. And this time now, I want to call on those people that matters. And how we are Africans, we have culture and tradition. And this is going to be a clear challenge now to all our traditional rulers. It's a challenge to our tradition. All our traditional rulers should not lend their voice. They should speak. Call those people now who are representing them in the National Assembly to let them know that this thing can never come to their own domain. All our Christian leaders, this is time for all of them to rise up, wake up, say it the way it's supposed to be. And the wife of the president is a pastor. If really she's called to serve God, this is the time she needs to lend her voice into this crucial issue. We all know exactly where we are heading to. This this Muslim issue, Islamization we are talking about. I think I was the first person that started speaking about it when Niger Watch now put it on air. I want you to understand that we know what we are saying. We are not doubting it. But they are doing it in form of collaboration. This is like the Western world are using those now who are now literally controlling the affair to bring it under the Christian name so that they can also be a part and parcel of it for it to be able to go well done with them. That's exactly what you are saying now. We are not saying no, it is not. It's not. They just felt this is a soft time to come in, convince this man and his cohorts so that they do it this way. So it's exactly why this thing is happening. If you listen, the LGBT or LGBT, you see, now they want to now tell us this is not proper. But ask yourself, since people have been fighting a gun law in America, do they succeed? This thing that is as deadly as any other that takes life almost every second in America, Americans don't give it up. But you want us to not give up what will affect our culture and tradition? You are spreading it, but to ban gun is a no-go area in your country. But you want now Africa, because this is against our tradition, it's against our culture as Africans.
Mr. Edwin.
Yes, sir.
Please, can I interject?
You are free, sir. I'm letting you.
You know, this thing that we're talking about, they're trying to make it, like the man on Arise TV is trying to make it as if it's LGBTQ, whatever it is. But sincerely speaking, I understand what Mr. Chooks is saying. Now, look at this. The people sponsoring this bill are not any other thing than Muslims.
Northerners, Muslim.
You understand? They are the ones doing this. Now we're over here, we're calling America, America, America. Every time all our problem is America, America. At the end of the day, we have 54 Christians in the Senate. But I guarantee you that this bill will go through. You know why? Because already the leadership has been compromised. Ababia will give it to them. That is what even from the information I got, the vice president is involved in sponsoring this. They've had this for a very long time. And this is the right time to introduce it.
Listen to me, my dear brother. I was the first person that mentioned that Big Gate was in Nigeria about 3-4 days ago. And now this thing surfaced just yesterday or today. Now, there are ways I weigh things when it's placed down or when it's on table or when it's put on an open board for discussion. I view it from my own perspective, not other people's perspective. But other people's perspective might be better than my own. But I will have to reason with them and I know where mine is different from them that is not reasonable. But what I'm trying to say is this: we know what we are saying. This thing, El-Rufai issue, came up. I was the first person that started discussing this. That the Christians should wake up. They should wake up. It's not a joke. So after that has been said, the same way now, the other people that has been coming with this LGBT something, they now also come to ginger it up again, to give them a quick push. So if we are going to wait for this bill for 6 months' time, they are now pushing them now to go for it almost immediately. See it from that perspective, my brother. They now felt the earlier the better. Because once this thing settles, they don't even know whether our principal is going to take over. So they want everything to be rushed now before even this judgment. Why don't you see it that way? So they can, somebody must give you, the eyes does not see itself, except by mirror or some other means of reflection. Okay? But if the other people now tell you, this is what you are not seeing, I'm seeing it from here, they will reason along. Why don't you see it that way? So I am not saying The Islamization of a thing. It's not. I was the first person that made people to understand in this platform that go and look your naira. It's written on Arabic. It's written on it for how many years? Go and look at the military service coat of arm and everything. There's another Arabic inscription in them. That's to tell you this Islamization is long gone beset. I said everything in this platform. I know what I'm saying, but not now that we start to rush it because they started this their project and program for quite a long time. But the question is that who are those Christians? Like today, I was reading one. One of the newspaper when a Labour Party senator was not telling our principal that he should congratulate who has won. A Labour Party senator. You can imagine how insulting is that to all of us that is obedient. So that's how the extent you can imagine people. They want to Islamize Nigeria. But people are not trying to make them know that they should be in hurry before the Christians grab and start to struggle it out with them. That is exactly the message. So I am not saying what Ogachus Obigwe is saying is wrong. No. Yeah, I always reason with him when anytime he talks. He gives always a reasonable and intelligent submission in most cases. But at times we all have to check balance ourselves in doing our presentation. You understand my point now? I am not the only one saying this thing.
Mr.
I have a lot of information than some people. Yes, sir.
Sorry about that. Let me take this call. Thank you.
It's okay, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Deborah, thanks for calling back. Please talk to us.
Hello, thank you, Nigeria. I just want to quickly make a little input to support what Mr. Chooks was trying to say. I think I agree with him in the sense that really, if they are going to pass a bill that is going to affect probably what they teach our children in school and all of that, it's going to be a nationwide bill. And I can guarantee you that the northern people will not subscribe to that. And they are the majority in the House. So I kind of see where Mr. Chooks is coming from, that this is a local bill. Because if you have to put one and two together, listening to what El Rufai said, you can relate it to this bill. It's all about suppressing Christianity. So I begin to agree with Mr. Chooks Obibreze that that bill is within Nigeria, because the other one that we're thinking earlier about Bill Gates is an international one. And if it's something that is international, that means it's something that will be binding in the entire country. There's no way they can make a separate rule for some parts of Nigeria and not for some parts of Nigeria. So I do agree with him that if it is something that is international, it's going to be binding in the entire country, and which I know the northern people will never agree to that. So I think it's a local bill in a way to suppress Christianity so that they cannot have a voice. If you have to relate that to what El Rufai said, it makes a lot of sense. But unfortunately, most of our leaders, especially those in the South and in the Southwest, are compromised. So there's no way they can come out and say anything, except the few ones in the North that can speak out. But those bigger churches now, the other one that came out to say God will help, it's obviously not going to say anything. It's going to be mute now, and this is the time that they are supposed to come out and defend the faith. But of course, they are not going to say anything when it concerns the people. The only time they say something is when it's going to affect their tithe and offering. But if it's something that is going to affect the masses, they're going to stay mute. By the end of the day, it's still going to affect everyone one way or the other. So that's just what I wanted to to say.
Thank
And
you.
thank you so much for taking my call again. I really appreciate.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you. All right. Please hold on, Mr. Edwin. Let me go to Mr. Jonathan Kingsley. Mr. Jonathan Kingsley, it's good to have you on the panel. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, and thanks to all the panelists. Thanks for having me. You know, as I said earlier, you know, I did mention that for Bill Gates, let's just recognize that fact. Bill Gates is just doing his job. He's an international lobbyist, and he's pushing. What he's pushing is very obvious at this point in time. Is a fantastic opportunity for him. Bill Gates is not working alone. Let us know that. This is a team. This is a group of these people that they are working together. And Bill Gates is the one that is fronting them. Is see the fantastic opportunity of pushing this LGBTQ agenda. So his goal is to pave the way for the LGBTQ agenda in Nigeria. And I think somebody said earlier that we have a president's wife, who the current president, the president-elect, who is a Christian, not just a Christian, also a pastor. So we'll see how far she will go now, how she will react. Even by now, I expect that she should have reacted one way or the other. But we'll still wait. We'll see how she will go, and then we'll know where she lies.
You want her to go against her husband's will?
No, she has to, you know, it's all about, she has to make a comment. Yeah, she must have a position on this. You know, she must have and I will tie it up, you know, later on. The Nigerian church leaders, again, we all know, anybody that follows Nigerian political terrain, you know, we know that those leaders, or even the Nigerian religious situation, you will know that the Nigerian church leaders are compromised. They cannot come out and say the truth. They can't, because you will recall that when this Muslim ticket was announced, you know, you will recall that Christians came out. Most Christians, most of them, the Christian leaders, they all came out and they challenged it. But eventually, all of a sudden, you know, they backed down. Why? Because they have been invited and settled. Initially they came out even on, you know, on the mainstream media that all hell is going to break loose. This is not going to happen in Nigeria. But at the end of the day, we just saw them backing down one after the other. And before we know it, they just kept silent and nothing. That was how that Muslim ticket, you know, went on, and they achieved their objective in that area. So that is mission accomplished on that side. Just imagine at this present time, with all that Nigeria is going through, that any responsible government at all will be talking about any bill or any law that has to do with religion, or even an idea, you know, anything that has to do with, is that the bill, is that the law that is most pressing at this time? The question is, why now? Why the urgency? Economically, the country is underwater. We all know that. And any lawmaker, any responsible lawmaker at this time, the only thing they will come up with in a new administration that is less than 30-day old administration, and the law they will be putting, you know, in the front burner, is about putting a bill on the floor. Such people should just, I don't just know their mentality, whether these people even went to school at all, the way they reason. With all Nigeria is going through, Nigerians are going through, and all you could come up with at this time is the bill on the floor, proposing a bill on the floor of the Senate, how to regulate Christianity in Nigeria. So many issues are on they are there that people are facing. This is just sometimes it's just so amazing to me, the way those people reason. And I know that the answer may not be far-fetched. It's all about their mouth, what they are going to eat. Wherever they see the opportunity, see the reason why they are bringing this. This is you connect it together. This bill, with the agenda of pushing the LGBT community, they are all interconnected. And because money is on the table, they will do anything, even when it is so absurd, even when it looks so foolish and stupid. They will still pull it. They will still go ahead of it because they have something at stake. That is their pocket, the money. The amount of money when Bill Gates is lobbying, when Bill Gates is at the forefront of a project, lobbying a government, the amount of money that they put on the table. Now, in fact, forget it. It will take only countries that are so focused and so nationalistic. That's the kind of country that will not fall for it. Nigeria is just they are dead meat, dead on arrival, because the kind of money that these lobbies put on the table to achieve their agenda is mind-boggling. We're talking in the range of billions of dollars. That's what they put on the table to achieve their objective. You will remember the health bill in Nigeria when they pursue it, they lobby for it. They put billions of dollars on the table, and that bill went through. This will not be an exception. That bill is going to go through. That bill is going to go through at the end of the day.
You still here? So what time?
Not today.
You want some the coffee, water?
No, please.
Now, wow.
No, you can't be doing that on a live, Mr. K. Jonathan Kisley. Eh? Sometimes it's not easy to manage people here, man. All right, let me move on. Mr. Edwin, you were saying something. Hold on, let me pick this call. You're on the live broadcast. You should be able to control that. Eh? Mr. Jonathan, what happened?
Yes, sorry about that. I got a knock at my door.
Then you have muted yourself. You're on the live broadcast. The world is listening to you. Go ahead, round up, sir.
Yeah. Let me quickly round up. As I was saying, that the kind of money that is going around, or that they will be playing around with right now, is so significant, so much that Nigerian politicians cannot go away from that. They are too cheap, they are too corrupt for them not to, for them to look the other way. So the way, as I was saying, I was trying to make a connection with previous bills, satanic bills that successfully went through the House and they passed them. The health bill, the national health bill was one of them. And because these international lobbies came in with ridiculous, stupendous amount of money, they lobbied those lawmakers and it went through. And I'm not seeing an exception here. I think this will also go through, this bill, except Christians comes out, except the Christian leaders all across Nigeria comes out. But I dare them if they will do that, because they have been compromised. And even if you see any one of them that comes out now, follow him closely after a week or two. If it will be consistent, eventually it will be invited and it will be settled. So that's my position for that for now. So let's make no mistake about it. Nigeria is on a very, very rough path, and so that's
thank you.
That's my position. Thanks, Mr. Elvis, and thanks for please apology for the disruption.
No, it's okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. All right. Thank you very much, my people. Let me quickly pick on this call. Let me take just two calls. Love of God, my strength. You call it back again, madam. Please talk to us quickly.
Sorry, please. Sorry. Thank you for picking up. You know what? I just want to say that one of the speaker that just spoke, I can't remember the person's name. He was talking about that the Senate that they will go against it because they have some people, some Muslim people in the Senate and in the National Assembly or whatever. I would just say that is totally wrong. Allegedly, I'll put it allegedly, but I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to put it allegedly on your platform. You see that thing we are talking about? Most of them, they practice it in the corner. They practice it in their private life. So let's forget about that. They are just using religion to cover up. Most of them, they practice it, even in the churches. And I will not talk more than that. I'll just put it allegedly on your platform. What I will say
Thank you.
is that whatever that they are trying to bring into Nigeria is because of the pastors in Nigeria who are not sincere. Some of them, they supported Peter Gregory. But the moment that everything changed, everybody now start prophesying that, oh, they saw Tulumbu there, they still see Peter there. So that is, they to relegate them with the money issue. We're going abroad to make money and pack it to Nigeria. They should relegate the men of God. But what I don't want them to interfere, the personal relationship with God. They should leave us to practice our faith with our fullness, with everything. They should not tamper with it. You can relegate the churches because of the way they pack money. They take money from abroad and bring it to Nigeria. You can relegate them because they need our pastors in Nigeria. They are so corrupt. They are so corrupt that they need to be controlled. If that is what they want to do, that's okay. But in the place of service, in the place of worship of God, they shouldn't touch anybody. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks.
let me take another call quickly. Guys, press on the like button. Press on the like button. Help us to share. It's 6 o'clock already. Yes, sir.
Sir, I support all that woman said. I just wanted to be reserved. This thing we are saying is being practiced by both Muslims and Christians right now. It's spreading. So if we don't take our country back on time, we will be in pains. Thank you very much. Continue, my brother. Thank you for your wonderful job.
And if I can add, Mr. Elvis.
Okay, but I wanted to pick a call.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer Ken, for calling in. Good afternoon to you, sir. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ninja. Good afternoon, everybody. And good afternoon, Mommy on the Diaspora. How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah. First of all, before I go further, I just want to tender my apology for what happened on Friday.
All right.
And yeah. Mr. Ninja,
that's fine, sir. Nobody took it too serious. I defended you. I let people know that you are one of us and that nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You are not perfect. So, yes, you've been on the struggle for a while. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you so much. You see what these Westerners are doing to us, and they want to take charge of Nigeria so bad, and that is why they aid this corrupt
And
government.
the painful part of it, Engineer Ken, is that you still see some Christians are still defending. They are still saying no. It's not like that. They are quoting Bible.
That is the worst part. That is the worst part of it. Christianity have been bastardized in so much ways that we cannot even talk about it. Our problem is the Christian leaders that is in Nigeria.
They are not saying anything at the moment.
At all. All what they are concerned about is their private jets and their helicopters and their money. As long that their tithes and offerings coming in every day, they don't give a F about anything at all. You see what these guys are about to do right now. This thing has been happening in the northern part of Nigeria for donkeys of years. For years, it has been going on secretly. All our Hajis that you see, all of them, that is what they do. So right now, they want to now bring it into the opening markets for the whole country to buy into it. And it's going to be a very big problem if the Christian leaders should allow this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, we all know that they're going to allow it to happen. because all of them are be compromised. Some of them are paid. Some of them, their ways are not pure. So if they should speak up, the government is going to come after them. So for that reason, they'll just be mute. You know, a lot of our Christian brothers and sisters have been slaughtered. They have been killed. These guys don't say nothing. So if they don't say nothing to life, it is this thing they're going to talk about. No way. You know, it has come to this, that is going to be survival of the fittest. You know, Nigeria as a nation is gone. The only man that can take us back and rebuild our country is Obi. That is all our prayers every day. You know, is for God to make it happen. You know,
and
is
if
a man that lobbies things for evil.
And if it doesn't happen, then we are done. We are done forever. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. Yes, it's not. If it doesn't happen, we are fucked. That country is a bygone. It's a bygone.
Oh, wow.
Because you know, my brother, this thing is painful.
It's so painful, man.
So painful.
These guys
so
are
bad.
just doing something, you know, nobody's asking them questions. They silenced everybody. You know, you see some gullible Nigerians still come here to insult us. You know, the country is just going down the drain, man.
My brother, the population of Christian is 2 times the size of the Muslim population in Nigeria. Take it or you leave it. Population of Christians in Nigeria, we are 2 times more than the Muslims in Nigeria. They all know that. But because of the leaders of our Christianities in Nigeria have been compromised, because they are corrupt, there is no truth to their words. That is why these people are now oppressing us. Because they know that all our leaders have been bought over. You know, all what they're concerned is about themselves and their immediate family alone. So every other person, they don't care. You know, if you see a true Muslim leader, what he does, he fights for his people. They fight for their people. But our own people, if they build schools, the poor men cannot attend the schools. If they build hospitals, it's made for the rich ones. And all those money are just offering and tithe money being paid by the local and the poor citizens of our country. You know, I strongly believe one day all these the Daddy Gio, Mommy Gio, God is going to start flogging them from the pulpit. Seriously. Because
many of them are corrupt. Yes.
Of these problems that we are passing through.
Many of them.
No matter how we are going to bear it.
You are right. Many of them. Many of them are the cause of the pains that we are today. Many.
So many. So many. The Bible says, what will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? What will it profit? You know, my father says that as a human being, no matter how rich you are, you're going to sleep one room in the night.
Yes,
if you sleep more than one room in the night, that
madness.
means there's something wrong with your brain.
That's madness.
You have to visit the doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you eat too much food, is the problem. So I don't know what these guys are chasing over. You know, will you take your money to heaven? Are you building paradise in heaven? You know, so why can't you solve this problem? Why can't you stand and fight for your people? And you call yourself a Christian? You know, Mr. Niger Watch, I really want to thank you guys for your voice. And your voice are waxing strong every day by day. I know it's not easy. And may God cause his face to shine upon your life and to shine upon everybody that are truly in this struggle. Exactly. Because this is a struggle that we are not going to give up. We are going to fight it to the end, you know, with all cost. You know, Nigeria must be liberated by the choosing people, the people that want the good of Nigeria. You know, and if you are hearing our voice today, Let the youth of Nigeria stand up and fight for your right. Stand up. Let your daddy Jews, let your mommy Jews, let them know that what they are doing is wrong. They're not going to kill you. They're not going to kill you. If Nelson Mandela was concerned about his own belly and his immediate family's belly, Nelson Mandela will have been long forgotten. But today, people are answering Nelson. People are answering Mandela as their name. His name will be heard in 1 million times from a million years from now. His name will be talked about 1 million years from now. The same thing like Martin Luther King that stood firm for black people. He said he has a dream that a black man will share the same bed with the white woman. And those dreams came up, and that was why Barack Obama was given birth to. That is the dream of Nelson Mandela. That was the dream of Martin Luther King. Years later, Obama's father came to the United States and met a very beautiful woman. That was a white woman. They gave birth to Obama. He never knew that a time will come that son Barack will grow up to become the first black American president. I wish they can see from the grave. I believe his father will be there. He will be the most happiest man on earth. That a dream that I came to the United States and met a lady that gave birth to a son for me. That son now happened to rule the greatest nation on earth. So the Nigerian youth, you both should stand up. We that live in the diaspora, we are with you. We will support you in any way we can. Let's put a mess to this disease. Let's put a stop to this disease. Because it's a very big one. Here in the US, in our schools here, they took Christ away from school. They are not teaching children how to become the other side.
Yes.
Teaching them how boys can love boys, how women can love women. That is what is going on. So that is the devil. The devil is about to rule the earth. It's about to rule the earth. So please, Africa must not be among, because Africa is the birth of Jesus. We should not be among, and that is the only continent that has been saved till now. So that is what they are about to do. They want to come in, and they know for sure that if they catch Nigeria, the whole continent of Africa is done. If they succeed to plant this seed in Nigeria, if they succeeded, the rest African country is gone. They're going to blend in. So I eat for now, Mr. Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. You see,
Hello,
that's
Mr. Elvis.
the absolute truth.
Mr. Elvis, can I make add one or two things?
Mr. Jonathan, yes, go ahead quickly.
Yeah. I just again, I wanted to say that earlier, but because of the interruption. But again, we must look at it from this perspective. Again, very important. Nigeria is a big country. Nigeria is a big market. 200 million people we're talking about. For good or for evil, the country has huge human capital. We are not harnessing these resources to our advantage. Rather than using this huge human, this labor resource to our advantage, we are allowing some self-promoters to set the agenda. One of the things, the way they are selling it right now, I can assure you all, and all Nigerians that are listening to me worldwide, one of their selling point now is that, look, if you allow this to come to Nigeria, if you can promote this LGBTQ agenda in Nigeria, Nigeria will be better off. Nigeria will benefit from it economically. That is their selling point. That is why you see Bill Gates on the front of this group. That Nigeria will be better off economically. Tourism will increase. Investors will come in. This is their selling point. And this is what they are doing. Make no mistake about it. Can you imagine Nigeria embracing LGBTQ, a country of 200 million people? For them, it's a win. And Nigeria must not be sold to this wickedness, to this satanic agenda.
All right, sir. What will happen now is that for everyone listening to me, our evening show is about to start now. I want us to really, I can see a lot of people calling in, a lot of people have interest on this particular discussion. I don't want it to, to be attached to the court update that we passed on today. So this particular broadcast is going to be switched straight to the particular one that we're talking about right now. So yes, I'll go on this break. If you are watching us, I urge you to refresh so that you can follow us up on this particular broadcast, wherever you're watching us from. I want you to refresh, follow us up as we take on this break. When we come back, we're going to be on another broadcast. God bless every one of you. Thank you.
You are the pillar that holds my life. You are the pillar that holds my life. Master Jesus, you are the pillar that